Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Lux and we'll be facing off against Viego. I'm mostly doing this because I really want the reward for beating a 5-star adventure with either Lux or Leona. And I don't think I'll be able to just level up the battle pass up to the point where I can get Lux at a higher star ranking. So I'm taking on one of the easier 5-star adventures. Well, sorcery is just a high roll. Why would I pass that up? It's been a while since I played the regular Lux, the non-illuminated one. If I'm not mistaken, I did manage to beat Lysandra with Lux a while back. And since I managed to beat Lysandra, and Lysandra is a 5-star adventure, in theory I should be able to beat this adventure too. I am definitely going for the successions. I can't afford to not ramp up.
Petricite, protect me.
I definitely need the extra mana. Do I go for another succession? Yeah, sure. I'll go up to 4 mana. And then 5 mana next turn. I can drop down Lux. I think this run is going to be dictated by the amount of successions I'll have access to. Crap. This is extremely unlucky. The opponent just had a setup that allowed him to deal a bunch of damage to my face right away. Let's go for Remembrance first. It gets duplicated because of the Chemtech duplicator. Let's go Final Spark here. We can go for this attack. It's fine. Mostly doing this just so I can free up some hand space by duplicating the Golden Ages. And we can attack right away yet again. Let's Golden Ages yet again. And we attack. Mostly doing this just so I can free up some hand space. Yeah, we get more Final Sparks this way. Or we get 2 Final Sparks this way. That's what I wanted. Let's drop one down there. If I could get some healing, I think it'd be crucial in order to not die. Yeah, over the course of this adventure, because I feel like if this game is anything to go by, I just took a whole bunch of damage because on the first turn, because I couldn't just develop a board fast enough. But that wouldn't really change that much if I had 1 extra mana or not.
Illuminate the enemy.
At the very least I'll be able to regenerate a little bit of extra health. Because I did get some of the minor stars for Lux, that's why my Final Sparks are burst and why I have 8 regeneration instead of the regular amount. I want Stand United or Renewed Valor. I think Stand United might be better. Based solely on the fact that it's a burst speed spell. Vera Zig's Ash. Ash can help us stall out a bit. Vera cares about targeting your own allies. Maybe I can get a spellcaster. None of these are spell synergistic champions. Arias Evelyn, Solter Domination, Maokai. Darius is terrible. Let's reroll. Darius champion spell is 6 mana, but I don't think it'd be good enough. I suppose I'll pick a Penny. Seraphine is spell synergistic, but she cares about low cost spells, not high cost ones like Lux does. Let's hope that I can win this encounter and go for the Solitary Monk. Hopefully cut one of the weaker cards from my deck. Definitely need the Succession. I'm going to keep... yeah, I'll keep the Mage Seeker Conservator and then toss everything else. Mage Seeker Conservators allow me to go through my deck a little bit faster. Let's see what's in here. Stalking Shadows. The opponent is going to get infinite value off of his...
Nothing escapes my notice.
Off of his... what's it called? Not Encroaching Mists, the other ones. The ones that have... yeah, Mist Wraiths. Those are the ones. Mist Wraiths are going to be a problem.
A little puncture and a lot of pain.
Let's
Fangs turn.
try to stall them out a little bit by doing this.
You'll go no farther.
Try to get some more value.
Hey Annie, wanna skip class?
We could skip class, or we could burn the school down.
Succession. Yeah, I'll Succession for the sake of getting more mana.
Very neat.
Next turn we'll go up to 5. If only we had...
Time to get my hands dirty.
if only we had Lux. Singular Will is interesting. We can go Singular Will next turn. Hopefully the opponent develops a large enough board to justify it.
Be contained.
But not forever.
The opponent can't play anything, right? If I do this... yeah, sure, I'll do this. This is worse for the opponent than it is for me, I think. Because I can do this.
Ow! Kai.
It's Kythera, Annie. Hey Tibbers.
And we go Remembrance.
Lovely. Very neat.
I am hoping this setup allows me to go the distance, because I can deal 14 right here. And then
Where there's fire, there's timber.
I can deal even more damage next turn. So the idea is to set up a 2-turn kill. Let's go Mage Seeker Persuader. He goes for that, it's fine. I'm going for the Remembrance to get more units on board and cast the spell. Let's go Vanguard's Edge on Annie, because Annie will be able to stun whatever blocks her.
They want to play in the fire.
Yeah, this is fine. Let's go ahead and attack with everything. I'll let the opponent block how he wants. I don't think it matters all that much. because this thing gets stunned because it blocked any. Now those two get just straight in, which should be fine. Then I just rally again, and the opponent perishes.
Let's go, Fang.
Not yet. I suppose we have to go through one last golden ages because the opponent survived with 1 HP. There we go.
Suck.
Now that's lethal. That game went surprisingly well.
Wasn't it fun?
Playing the Merseeker Conservators early was the correct choice because I got the singular wheel, which did buy me a lot of time. Honestly, strengthening numbers doesn't seem that bad. It's exactly 6 cost and summons 2 units. I'm going to pick it up. Let's go for the Solitary Monk. I think I'll cut the Laurent Protégé or the Mage Seeker Inciter. Either one seems like a decent enough cut because they don't add much of anything to the deck. I'll cut the more expensive out of the 2 of them. Honored Lord, that's a champion upgrade if I'm not mistaken. If I could get more copies of Lux, that would be ideal. The deck definitely works better when I have more Luxes. Deck also definitely works better when I can ramp up to 6 quickly. Ethereal Remitter
Petricite, protect me.
is a scary thing. Especially with an opening like this, where the opponent just has
Tibbers.
a full board on the first turn. And he's attacking right away.
Halt.
What a jerk. I have to take the 15, I guess. Transform the strongest enemy into a 3/3 immunity. Silence it. Let's just split the Vanguard Sergeant, I suppose. Summon the Stasis statues to store all the units that died this round. I have to start going. I have to do something here. And he messed up my breakpoint. Well, I will do this just so I can attack freely with Annie. Next round, he clears 2 of his own units and 3 of mine. Actually, no, he clears 1 of his own units and 3 of mine. Let's stun this one. Please let me play another unit.
Annie. Hey, Tibbers.
Okay, he does. Perfect. Now I can stun that one as well.
It's Kythera, Annie. Hey, Tibbers.
Let's block there. Let's Succession, mostly because I want to save Annie from the Ember Maiden. And now I have to pass the turn. I lose 2 units. Ouch. Let's lock up Protégé. Let's Remembrance.
First the smoke, then the fire, then the tibbers!
I can go Tibbers, deal to 12 standard damaged units. while also stunning that thing. At the very least, clear a little bit of the board, maybe soften some of the opponent's units up. I can do this. Let's attack like so. Everything is fine, honestly.
It's almost time.
And he's going to be polymorphed next turn. His turn. Actually, no, because the mini T blocked. Or the mega T blocked. So I go for a rally effect here. I'm going to go for it.
It's so big. They wanna play in the
Maybe I should have done that. Never mind, he actually blocked any. Okay, so managed to save up my board a little bit. What's he doing? Withering Mist. Crap. And he gets a unit.
My shield is yours.
Can I survive this?
your favorite aminal.
It's very close, but I can. Ouch. Let's do this. Get all of my units back. It's terrible that I'm basically not getting Lux for any of these games. Sure, I'll pull here, pull here.
It's almost
Let the opponent block however he wants. Because now I can rally a bunch of times and I'll be fine.
lovely. Very nice. Oh, I wanna play. Are you ready, Tibbers?
Oh, this is being a slog, but I'm somehow making it through. I definitely need to improve my chances of getting Lux, because otherwise everything's just over for me. I might just die in the mid boss. I don't have that much health to begin with. And we're facing up against Fiora, which has a bunch of combat tricks. Precious Pet. All of these are atrocious. I suppose Blinding Assault is the same thing as a unit. I'm going for the shop. Entreat. Flexible game plan, okay. That solves a little bit of our problems. At least that's what I think. Pack mentality, refill your spell mana. Not good enough. And I don't think I should take Entreat. I can heal 12 or cut a card. If I were to cut a card, I would cut Legion Saboteur probably. Doesn't do much of anything, maybe Lohan Protege. Stand United only works if I have a board at all. I'll cut the Lohan Protege, I guess. Please, please let me have a Lux in my opening hand. Lux and Ramp would be ideal. If I could get more remembrances or successions, that would be exactly what I need. I'm not going to toss Lux back into the deck. I'm not going to risk it. And now I get 2 Luxes, of course. Let's see what the opponent does first. Figures. I'm going to do this. I need a spell alongside Lux. So I'm going to hold the barrier. I can just stall out a little bit. Never mind, I can't stall out anymore. I need to do this now. Let's minimize the amount of damage I take. In theory, Lux is protected from most of his forms of removal because she comes down with barrier. We can just go Lux. I'm going to attack.
I have no time for fools.
It's fine. Main problem is next turn the opponent just open attacks and kills me. Yep. Of course the opponent develops a brain right when I'm in the brink of death. Don't even know. Maybe I shouldn't have been greedy with the succession in the first place. I should have played both of them at the start. And then I would have been able to go for Lux a turn before I did. Maybe that was the thing that would have made the difference. Well, let's hope this second attempt at the success works out for me. Any, Stand United, Mage Seeker Conservator. I'm going for the Mage Seeker Conservator first. Really?
Come out, wherever.
Okay. I'm going to pass here. I have options. I can go Stand United. I can also just do this. He's going to need to go for a single combat exactly. He can't. Nice. Let's ramp up then. Yeah, any passes away, but I'm perfectly fine with it. If he's taking his time ending
Explosives primed.
Annie, he's not going ahead and killing Lux when I drop her down.
We should too.
I'm just going to go for the blinding assault right away. I want the units on board.
Magic corrupts Demacia from within.
Your Demasia's nothing like
Next
what
turn I'll go Stand United. Or I can go for the Comet as well. Apparently I'm going for Stand United. Because it's the only way I can save Lux.
better, brighter than before.
How do I want to do this? Let's go ahead and start removing the opponent's units. Sure. I'll save the Comet for the Fiora since she is such a high health unit. Yeah, that's fine. I can just remove those.
Through the dark.
And then I'll rally. And I beat the game, or this encounter, without even taking damage. Because of course I do. Just to... Why couldn't I have had this hand at the next or the last time I tried this? Why? And why did the opponent get to have an absurd opening hand? I shouldn't complain. All that matters is that I can win against Viego.
My cause is righteous.
Behind ya.
Which is something I might be able to do. Only if the opponent doesn't start with Viego on board, I think.
The superior tactic is to never give up.
What do I even need to make it to Viego though? Arcane knowledge when I'm summoned, draw spell, ninja tabi, quick strike blade. I guess we're going for draw. I don't know if that's a correct choice though. Allies have attack, roll my health to match my power, round start, summon a powder monkey, grant the weakest enemy vulnerable. I'm going for the powder monkeys because they help with board presence. Ooh, Stargazer encounter. I'm going for it. It's greedy, especially against the Evershade Stalker, which is hard to deal with. But if I can get an epic or a legendary power, that might be the thing that carries me to victory. I'm keeping Annie. Increases our odds of drawing Lux. And of course we draw the second Annie. Why wouldn't he?
Confine and contain.
Well, at the very least we can ramp a whole bunch.
It's playtime. Lovely. Burning.
Fading memories of the Doom Beast, so I'm just going to die from the opponent burning me with Doom Beasts, I see. Let's attack with all of these. I have to go fast, I think. If the opponent's just going to burn me with Doom Beasts, I can't afford to play it slow. Let's give this one
You're covered.
barrier. Grab remembrance to get some fearsome blockers. Of course, the opponent pulls one of our fearsome blockers like so. Well, I'll do this just for the sake of keeping board presence. And I'll do this. This way the opponent doesn't have a board. I can go for the remembrance for cheap, but I would think this is better. We'll get this for the next turn, buff up whatever's on top of our deck. An Annie. Of course it's an Annie. The game just loves giving me Annies apparently. Let's do this. Levels up Annie.
Where there's fire, there's timbers.
I'm going to go for an attack right after this. Pull with the challengers.
Track them down.
Like so. Yeah, this is fine. The opponent loses his board and that thing gets stunned. I took 4, but I think it's alright. Of course the opponent gets a 1-mana blocker, why wouldn't he? Well, let's drop down the Tiber, stun that thing, and remove it in the process. Then we can do this to rally. I'm not going to protect the Mage Seeker Conservator nor the Tibers. If he wants to trade into them, I'm fine with it. Can I win? I can deal 10, followed by another 10. Except this is actually 14, followed by 15. No, not enough, so I'll wait. But maybe I shouldn't have waited. But maybe I should have, because now
It's Kythera, and
I have
get him.
an additional 6 cost spell. Of course, the opponent gets lifesteal. Unfortunately, I can deny the lifesteal with the Stand United. Like so. By giving those two barrier, they don't deal damage. Or the opponent's units don't deal damage. And I'll use an Any to remove one of the opponent's blockers.
It all falls down.
Eventually I'll be able to just swing with Any and the free attack and I'll win. In fact I'll swing now. Set the opponent to 9. Okay. The opponent blocks the Any, which is to be expected.
Sure is dark, eh?
I have my
I'm just waiting for literally anything. Of course the opponent gets ceaseless sentries duplicated. Now he's never going to run out of value. And he's healing himself further. And the encroaching mists keep growing. Let's block here, block there. Block there, block there, block there. Let's try to make it so my unit survives.
I'll stop you.
Or as many as my units survive. Well, at the very least he isn't copying the ceaseless sentry to get more value. That's definitely what this game is going to come down to. The opponent being able to draw more cards than I will. Root Awakening is actually huge. Next turn, I'm going to just play the C3 Lady of Clouds. And by doing this, I have a full board that will benefit from this effect. It's not going to amount to much because they're pretty pathetic. But it's better than nothing. Let's pull this, pull this. This thing is going to get stunned, so the opponent won't heal. Man, this game was a slog. The fact that we managed to win at all is impressive. Let's attack with everything yet again. Pull this one here. This one. The opponent's going to block with 2 units. But he doesn't have enough blockers. So he finally perishes. Oh, that was an incredibly annoying game. Why is the game forcing Any on me so much? I just need the Lux. If I could double up all my spell casts and get 2 final sparks every time I play 6 cost spell, everything would be incredibly easy. I guess I'm picking up Entrancing Lure on the Bright Steel Protector because I just can't get through my deck in a consistent manner. Embrace the Current. When you play a spell, gain 1 spell mana. If it's your 4th spell this round, copy it with the same targets. I suppose it's vaguely synergistic with our deck. Survey Corpse, summon a Green Glade Lookout. Dragon's Rage, Double Time Watch on the Golden Ages. If it was another item on the Golden Ages, I would pick that one up, but since it's just a double time watch, I'll pass. I'm going to pick the survey core though, mostly because I think the extra board presence is going to be good. If I could, I would pick Poros. If I had 400 gold just for the Poros power to give me jump blockers, but I don't, so we're going for the shop. Finally a Lux. Yeah, sure, I'll keep this end. 2 jump blockers to get me through, and of course I draw any of the Heroes Welcome. 2 jump blockers to get me through the beginning stages of the game.
Take a look at this.
No one's the wiser.
And if who gets the attack token, they summon a Fleet Feather Tracker. Scary, definitely. But
The bite doesn't hurt.
I'll be able to jump block everything
Fang's turn.
at the very least. Except the opponent chooses not to
Contain magic.
attack with everything, which is an interesting choice. I suppose I'll just keep playing low power units. I can go double Bright Steel Protector,
My shield
try
is
to
yours.
get through our deck.
I've got your back.
That seems like a decent enough plan.
Behind ya.
Also trim the opponent's board a little bit because he's decided to block with 2 of his units. I think that's weird. That's not exactly what I would call the correct decision by the opponent. In this position, I'm perfectly content just letting the opponent attack into me, I think. Even if he deals 3 off of the Silver Wing Diver, it's alright.
My duty's done.
Just going to play one of my
We should too.
cheaper Luxes. I'm going to Annie,
Come on, Jibbers. It's playtime.
and I'm going to wait because next turn I finally have access to the 6 mana. Unfortunately, most of my spells are based around
Better. Brighter than before.
summoning units.
Right.
Maybe I should have doubled up the Falling Comet. It's fine, I think I'll be able to pull off the victory either way. I want to attack with Annie, so I'll waste one
First the smoke, then the
of
fire,
the
then the Jibbers.
Golden Ages to do so. Let's attack.
Everything's in place.
Actually, I'll attack with everything.
They were playing the fire.
Let's give Lux Barrier, I suppose.
Demacian steel. Try Demacian magic.
I'm not getting any final sparks through by doing this though, which is kind of annoying.
Damn it. Press on.
Let's go for another Golden Ages, I suppose. Rally yet again. I'm fine with playing the Legion Marauders, probably.
Illuminate the enemy.
Right after this attack, though. I want to keep trimming at the opponent's board. Then we go Legion Marauders.
Lovely. Very neat.
we don't get full benefit of said Legion Marauders,
A beacon through the dark.
but it's alright, because as long as one of them at least attacks, I'll be fine.
It's almost time.
The opponent's not blocking with as many units as it would be. Next turn I'm pretty sure it's just win because I'll go for Remembrance doubled up, get
Those who have what's left.
a whole bunch of
Come on, boys.
final sparks and rally effects, and then the game was over for the opponent. I could probably go for both Remembrances last turn and close out the game right then and there, but I'll hold. Give the opponent one last turn, I suppose. I'm doing this. It's a bit cleaner in terms of the cards I get. I mean, of course the opponent attacks. I was expecting that. But now he doesn't have a board to protect him from what's about to happen. Oh, actually that's enough to survive. How annoying. If only I had a way to rally yet again. I don't even need to rally, I can just final spark the opponent. Just like that. Impressive, really. I didn't even lose that much health. Maybe I can beat Viego. I came into this thinking, well, if I beat Listener with this setup, I can beat Viego. Then partway through I gave up hope, but now I'm starting to believe again. Whoosh, Vastine Disciple, Demacian Merchant with a Unyielding Spirit. Honestly, a Unyielding Spirit, it might be a good pickup against Viego, and it's definitely better than Vastine the Disciple. Now the card that I want to cut is probably Blinding Assault. Yeah, let's cut it. The other cards at the very least either buy some extra time or they contribute toward our game plan. I'm keeping one Spell Slinger and one Annie and one Succession. Stall, Board Presence, and hopefully drawing Lux off of the Hero's Welcome, and Ramp. I'm going for the Succession. Let's see what the opponent does.
Does death follow me, or peace? Come, the journey ahead is long.
Let's go for the Mage Seeker Conservator. Strength in numbers, okay. I'm going to be feeding the opponent Powder Monkeys. Which is a problem. 6, 11, 11, 18. Viego might just level up here, actually.
A little puncture and a lot of pain.
And of course the freaking encroaching mists get the
I will hold the line.
fearsome keyword,
What do you think, Fang?
so I can't block them properly. How annoying.
Control the mages.
Keep the peace.
I need Lux to survive.
The sun is shining.
Please don't have removal.
Going to the light.
I'm upset. I needed Lux to survive here, so the opponent could steal the Mage Seeker Persuader, and then I could comet the Viego down. Now he's just going to steal my Lux.
No one's the wiser.
Full board is fearsome, I can't even block properly. Okay, that's something. That's a blocker.
Bring the others.
Need to play Lux alongside something. If he has a second vengeance, I'm going to be so mad.
Do this.
He doesn't. Ooh, that's lucky.
My limit.
I'll be able to get rid of Viego here,
By the light.
which is going to allow me to take units on board. I think I'm going to go for a attack here. I do have 4 units with barrier. Seems kind of a waste not to soften the opponent's units up a little bit. Why did I? Okay, I drew twice off of Lux apparently. The first spell I play this turn has to be the Comet, I guess. Even though I'll waste the Final Spark, or one Final Spark. Yeah, I want to do that because I wanted to save the Stand United, so I can switch thrice and save Lux off of from the A kill spell or potential kill spell. Yeah, that's fine. Burning cards from my deck.
Submission or death for all who live.
Problem is that thing. Freaking Viego being a nuisance.
My shield is yours. Demacians protect.
Let's attack, I guess. I think I can make it work. I draw 3. I burn 1 good card though. Let's clear up our board, I guess. I was trying to hold back because of that thing. I dealt 1 to myself, but I dealt more to him.
Press on.
And this opens me up to actually go for Remembrance to get more units, or better units at least.
I've got your back.
This Lux is going to perish,
My steel is yours.
so I have to do something about it. Okay, that's good. With this attack I forced him to block with the Viego. And I got the Damascene Merchant. So now I have the option to protect Lux. I have 5 cards left, damn. Yeah, sure, I have a Lux in hand. You can end that one. Two Viegos with Fearsome. And a whole bunch of Encroaching Mists. Do I just die? I just die. I can't stop this. If only the Encroaching Mists didn't roll a fearsome item. It's literally all because they got fearsome that I got screwed. It could have been any other item. Ah, that's unfortunate. I guess I'll have to try this adventure with Lux at a later date. I'd still say that was vaguely successful. I managed to make it further than I did, or than I expected to halfway through the run. But yeah, I suppose that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.